Give me something about my football club. Give me something about my football. I want to know about the new striker. Tell me about the new striker. And he goes, well, let me tell you something. Total agreement. Harry Kane is staying at Tottenham and signing a new contract. Oh,
We are recording, Flav. James and Flav for Now podcast has begun once again. How are you, mate?
do you know what? Successful.
Oh.
Oh, God, it's so tough.
Yeah. Oh, I am. Do you know what,
So
guys, give me some sympathy. I am so successful. Ugh.
I just don't have enough minutes in the day for all the success.
Yeah. So.
Do you know what I mean? What time was you up? What time was you up this morning being successful?
I was up. Thing with me is I was forced to get up at 6:30 because I'm so successful, and I had to do ESPN. Got that done, and then we had a great week with UEFA. So that's gone out as well. It's tough. It is tough.
So sometimes it's tough, right? People don't realise how hard it is being successful.
Yeah, you got podcasts to do. You're holding the L all the time.
So what this?
That's the L, and he's holding it.
L from the holding the L. Not sponsoring it though, so let's put that back. So we do.
That's fine. No, we can do our plugs. Do you know what? In the description, by the way, I'm on this week's UEL breakfast show with Jack Collins, who did the Snickers thing with us. What a guy he is. Do you know what, though? It's really good. I'll tell you why it's really good and why you should check it out. First of all, support the boys.
What?
Secondly, because we talk about cult heroes, and they've got all the footage as well. So they're talking about like Francesco Totti.
Someone say a cult.
Huh? Yeah, more on cults later in the podcast. Yeah. Cult heroes. Don't go down that road.
It's got a little twinge. Then. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so we're talking about cult heroes and Totti and Maradona and like all these people, and there's footage, and it's just like, it's really nicely put together. So there's a link in the description if you want to go check it out, guys. Tell them how great I am. That seemed to work. It got me an invite back, so let's do that again. And Flav, tell them what you're doing as well. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them.
What? What am I doing?
The whole DL thing. People might not know what that is.
Yeah, people know. They know that. Okay. All right. On Super Six's YouTube channel, I'm writing and producing the whole DL show with DT from Arsenal Fan TV and Paul Machin, Chris Pajak. Because I'm a Spurs fan and I have to spend time talking to DT, don't I?
How are you finding that?
Not fair.
How are you finding that?
Fine. What you see on YouTube and how people behave, and when they're in the environs that created their success, they have to be a certain person. But outside of it, everyone's pretty normal, aren't they?
I find him quite camp.
Yeah.
He's quite camp, DT.
Camp.
I don't know. I just think that's quite a good room to really get going. He's very, very camp. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, do you know he's really camp? Apparently he's really camp off camera.
I haven't noticed it.
We have lots to get through. Lots and lots to get through, so we will crack on. This is a football podcast, believe it or not. And so I want to talk about football for just give me 10 minutes, guys, if you can. Just hang in there for 10 minutes. We're going to talk about Ronaldo, Kane, the striker merry-go-round. That's a cracking title. I can chuck Ronaldo in the thumbnail. Life's great. And then we move on to things like bloking it up, school nicknames. We're going to be talking about the cult that we're slowly building. And we've got the Jim Big Laugh Award. Before the football chat, do you want Jim Big Laugh Award now or after football chat?
Me?
You.
No. I mean, I really will make absolutely no difference on my life at all.
Yeah. Your heart's not in this anyway. So, all right. All right. I'll tell you what. We'll do the football chat.
Let's do this properly. Football. It makes more sense. Let's do the football chat. Just because we're doing a little bit of slug farming in here, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're going, Ronaldo, core, Ronaldo in the title, Ronaldo in the image. there may be people coming into this that we might be able to turn into little slugs.
That's the dream.
And they're watching this going, what?
Yeah.
What does that mean? No,
I mean,
I just want to know about Ronaldo.
At the moment, they're unconscious slugs. What we're trying to do here is to make them conscious and proud slugs. That's the dream.
If you're stupid enough, to have been tricked by the algorithm, tricked by James's thumbnail, and tricked by the titling of this video,
it's okay.
Stupid enough.
No,
sorry. It's great that you've done that now, right? Now you're here, right? It's great because what happens now is we're going to give you that stupid bullshit chat about Ronaldo, right? We're going to give that to you for 10 minutes. But there's a reason why you, right now, are a dry slug. Yeah. And if you want to understand what that means, you've got to stick around. Yeah,
nice. Well saved. Very good.
Okay.
It's like a little hospital ball that you just just did a little spin on. It was lovely. People in the chat, we're live at the moment for our patrons. Catherine says, quite simply, get football chat out the way. Okay, let's do it then. Because I tell you what, with the
when you think of it, just quickly, just like you're still getting a full video, typical videos worth of chat in this podcast. We're just giving you all the lovely little trimmings on the side that have nothing to do with football. There's enough football in this podcast to title the videos sufficiently, right?
I said, well, let's give it a bloody go. Right, so doing the ESPN show this morning, and we were talking about Ronaldo really briefly, but they already had a video where they were talking about the Ronaldo situation, which is basically the fact that Juventus are having a bit of a horror show of a season. They're currently on 66 points alongside Napoli and AC Milan. Lazio are on 61 and Atalanta might be on 68 above them, something like that, but they're above them. But basically Juventus, this is what I am praying for this. How hilarious would it be if somehow in La Liga, Sevilla, who probably won't win it, but they're only like 3 points off the top. Imagine if Sevilla won the La Liga and Juventus didn't make it into the Champions League. And Liverpool didn't make it into the Champions League. How funny would that be?
It'd be great.
So with Juventus struggling, what's the talk then moves to the fact that if they don't get into the Champions League, then what happens to Ronaldo? Now, we've seen a million times with Ronaldo, often there is speculation about his future. He's got 1 year after this with Juventus. And the thing that I saw, so it was Tutto Sport said that Ronaldo wants to go back to Man United and is also in talks with PSG.
Does he?
Now, the PSG thing, like, of course, I'm sure they would like him, but I was like, I don't see him at PSG. You got Neymar, you got Mbappe, you got Messi maybe going there. Like, I just don't. I don't get it.
I love that. That would be great. That would be good. That would be good to have Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe in the same team. I'd love that.
Do you know what? And that's because what we forget a lot of the time.
Oh,
what a letdown! What an anticlimax. What we forget is that all of these guys surely can get in touch with each other, right? So I think you're right. If I'm Ronaldo, I'll pick up the phone. I'll go, because you go to Juventus and you go, we're in the Europa League. I'm not playing in that. I don't want to play. I want to win Champions Leagues. This is Ronaldo. So they're almost going to go. I think Juventus go, you've got 1 year left on your contract. We're going to have to sort this out anyway. If we could get some money for you now, which is probably still more than most of the players they could ever have from PSG or Man United. I think if you're Man United or PSG, you still think you can get another 3 years out of him. He scored 25 goals this season. He's still really, really good.
Yeah.
You take the money, don't you? Right?
What, this summer?
Yeah.
How much would you get for him? I think they'd be looking to just get him off.
Wage bill wise.
Yeah, he's on 31 million euros a year. 31 million. Yeah, for 25 goals, that's a lot.
Yeah,
I get I get it's Ronaldo, and it comes with him this sort of trademark and ability to earn money, and you can make money off him just shirt sales and all that shit, right? But fundamentally, at the moment, the cost for his return in terms of goals and assists is probably not that valuable. I mean, not that worthwhile. You could probably spend the money better elsewhere. But it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and if you get an opportunity to buy him, you should. Now, I don't think PSG will be able to afford the wages of those 4 players as we mentioned. So, if
legally,
yeah.
I mean, whatever that means.
Surely if financial fair play is even a thing, then they can't do that, right? Man United is an interesting one.
I think he's perfect for Man United.
But what's you mentioned about Juventus sort of. Man United are not going to win the league whether they win the Champions League whether they have Ronaldo or not. So
I don't know. But if you think of it, they finished second in the league. If you think of all these big games that they've played, they've generally been good at stopping the opposition. The team that went out of the Champions League is not the team that they are now. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think they've got a lot better. And if you bring in Ronaldo, guarantee goals. I think I start to look at Man United very, very differently. The thing that you said there, though, about Ronaldo, like, imagine if Ronaldo picks up... Oh, shit, I'm calling everyone. I'm calling everyone at ESPN. Imagine... I just got a gig. Imagine if Ronaldo picked up the phone to Messi and said, "Come on, mate, let's shock the world. Let's play together." How good would that be? He could easily do that. I think they'd be both up for it.
Would there not be some sort of... Because they've always competed against each other. Wouldn't that then turn into an inside thing? And how would Neymar feel about those two going there? Because Neymar's got a bit of a...
Yeah, I guess a lot of them... Well, a lot of them got sort of... A lot of them are chasing numbers these days. I think that's going to be interesting. It's like you've got... There's going to be a problem because everyone's going to want to take the penalties. Everyone's going to want to take the free kicks. Everyone's going to want to be the focus of the team. I'll
go a question for you, Jim. If you were Manchester United and you had the option of signing Mbappe or signing Ronaldo, what would you do? Because it costs about the same. You know the right answer. So that's what they should do.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The only thing I would say about the Mbappe thing is, if Man United go to sign Mbappe, it's the end of Rashford a little bit. Because Mbappe likes to sort of drift to the left, generally.
So what? It's the end of Rashford. So what? Mbappe's like twice the player he is. You're improving your squad. Who cares? What happens?
Because you'd have to play him on the right, and he's okay on the right, but I don't like him on the right.
Just sell him. Let's get rid of him. If he's got an issue with being
brutal. He's fed children. No,
listen, mate.
My point is, it's still a team game, isn't it? Still a team game.
Yeah, he's going to have opportunities to play. Mbappe ain't going to play every minute. He becomes second fiddle. If you don't like it, go and join another football club.
That's a good question, though. That's possibly a target in itself. Mbappe, because I would say that for the team and the leadership and he's ex-United, all that stuff, I think bringing back Ronaldo for 3 years is quite possibly a better move because he's going to stay in the box. He'll stay in the box.
Harry Kane to Man United is a better move than Ronaldo to Man United.
Ronaldo doesn't get injured, really.
True.
Harry Kane to Man United is a better move. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, because you got more years on the clock. Although Ronaldo's a robot.
Yeah, but you said he scored. What did you say he scored?
25.
25 this year. Harry Kane's bagged 36 and 13 assists in playing for Tottenham.
I think I'm just talking about Serie A, by the way. I'd have to check it.
Okay. Oh, right. I probably more than that.
So if you're United...
Doesn't help my point, though.
So if you're United, there's Ronaldo... Because this is the thing, there is such a merry-go-round here. You got Ronaldo, you've got Kane, you've got Mbappe, you've got Messi knocking about, but forget him for a second. You've got Haaland. If you're Man United...
Fuck, hang on a second. He scored 25 in 29 games.
Ronaldo, he's a joke. He's a joke. He'll be 40 in 3 seasons' time, though. I don't care, Jan.
But he's not. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He's not. He's a freak. Like you say, he's a freak.
He's a freak.
He's the kind of... He's what footballers will become. It'll become normal for them to play into their late 30s because nutrition's better. They're not like footballers of old. there was a time when 31, 32, you were done. And it depends on the kind of player you are and your ability to adapt. But Ronaldo has adapted. He's not the same as when he was. And in the same way that
60-year-old Ronaldo, imagine that. Still just bit of a fox in the box. Not the same pace he used to have, of course, but still able to get the goals. What's he going to look like? Mad.
I mean, like Harry Kane's talked about I want to play till I'm 40, and that's like that. Even that's not well. Yeah, it's a good point. But in terms, it will be stuff like your ankles and joints giving way, rather than it being a fitness issue that you can't cover the pitch. So, and if you're like Ronaldo, you just don't get injured. You're super fit.
And the top teams dominate games, and so if you dominate in games, there's less running for that striker to do. So you can last longer. Robbie Holmes makes a really good point there. Look at Zlatan at 40. Like he's just signed a new deal with AC Milan.
Is he top goal scorer in Serie A?
He certainly was. He might be.
Ronaldo
he's had a bit of a bad run the last few weeks. I think he's not scored in 7 last 8 or something like that. But he's still, he's still good enough to get himself another year.
The thing with Ibrahimovic, he went over to LA Galaxy and thought that's the end of him. That'll be the end of him. And then he goes, no, I'm just going to go back to Serie A and just bang goals in for fun there. Amazing, and maybe sign a new contract.
Spurs. So Louis saying get Ronaldo in to replace Kane. Spurs. Spurs.
Do you know what I mean? Look, there's no reason why we shouldn't be in that conversation, but for some reason it's completely ridiculous. The idea of
it does somehow feel so ridiculous, doesn't it?
It does. But in terms of the size of the club and the value, richer than AC Milan, richer than I don't know actually if we're richer than Juve, but we're comparable, I'd imagine. So why is it that I just suppose it's your history. But this is the thing with someone like Daniel Levy and what's happening at Spurs is they've got to change that. They've got to do stuff to change that. And it's statement signings that will make that happen and sustain success. So really two really, really difficult things.
Yeah. Which way, what one have you got more chance of getting? Probably the names, right? You probably can get the names more likely than the sustained success.
Yeah, probably. There's going to be a lot of movement in the forward area, isn't there? I mean, is Eden Hazard going to want out of Real Madrid? Because he's shit now, isn't he?
He's not really had a proper go yet because he's been injured so much. So he will probably stick around. But yeah, there's going to be so much move.
You've got Mbappe, potentially. You've got Salah moving on from Liverpool. Probably, I would have thought that would be probably done as much as he can do now.
This summer's going to be insane, isn't it?
Kane, this is the season that Kane... It's difficult for Kane to leave, and it's difficult for a club to buy Kane this summer because he's got 3 years left on his contract, which is so difficult. People are going to have to pay for it over the odds significantly. It wouldn't surprise me if Spurs end up getting 150 million for Kane if he went this summer. Not that he should cost that much, but it's just the compensation owed to Tottenham because of the contract. It would just mean it'll be very difficult to get him for anything like what his market value is, which probably is around 80, 90.
I still think you were bang on a few weeks ago what you were saying about the fact that because he's got so long on his contract and because of how bad you're going to be if you don't have him in the team next year, I think there might be this understanding that, okay, you can kind of have a few chats here and there and we'll sort out an amount of money, but I need 1 more year from you.
Give us another season, you shit.
Yeah. Give us a 9th season, you shit.
Shit. It's a tricky one. It's just difficult for him. He shouldn't have signed a big long contract worth all the money. If you didn't want to say, but what I would say, what I'm quite excited by, Jim, I don't know if you heard, and I've been doing my research. Would you imagine?
Yeah.
I'm just butchering his name now. Is it Ten Hag?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mate. So I had a boner for Brendan Rodgers, right? Big time. I thought, yeah. Brenda is the one.
Yeah.
Brendan is the one, right?
Brendan.
Originally I went Nagelsmann. He's the one. And then I went.
Well, it was Spirito Santo, wasn't it, at one point?
Oh yeah, back in the day, he was definitely the one. He was the one I thought was going to take over from Pochettino. But now Wolves are boring, and I don't want him anymore.
Fair.
So Nagelsmann, I was like, yep, Nagelsmann. He'll come Tottenham. He's gone to Bayern Munich. Fine, all right, whatever. Move on quickly. Brendan Rodgers. He said something about not coming to Spurs. So now, apparently, there is a meeting in place because Ten Hag said he's ready to move on from Ajax at the end of the season. He's been there 4 years, enough time. and Spurs have got a meeting with him. So that's according to Fabrizio Romano.
And he don't lie. He doesn't lie.
He doesn't lie. I mean, to me, he's got to a point where he can say anything he wants now. It doesn't matter if it's true or not.
I was chatting to someone this week, and he came up, and apparently there's another journalist who's trying to kind of Fabrizio Romano himself a little bit as a guy, and he's got his own like tagline. I'd love to know. So for the comments for next week, what tagline would you like to kind of have for yourself, or maybe for me or Flav? Is there like like he's got "Here we go"?
Here we go. Mine would be kaboom.
yeah. Kapow! Because this guy's got one, and I think it was for German football. This guy who was at Das Bild, I think it's called, and apparently his one was true or false. but the true was like true. He's going to do subject to blah 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 blah. Always consult the payer. Blah 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 blah. So there was just it doesn't really work. The other thing this guy said as well is he went to me. He went, yeah, Fabrizio Romano's, he's sold out a bit. And I went, you think? Like, he's done everything. Rightly so. So he should.
Get that cheddar. Yeah, get the gravy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Cheddar. Get the cheddar. Make hay while the sun shines. Yeah.
Do you want my problem with it?
I want him to sell out more.
Could you be that guy or David Ornstein? Because I then started talking about David Ornstein, and I was like, who's telling him stuff? Like, who's telling these guys stuff? That's what I always find funny. It's like they're always they're all like,
become powerful. They become a useful tool. That's what happens.
It's agents, isn't it?
Of course, yeah. Look, so who cares? So he's not like an underground hip hop artist. He's a fucking football journalist. What was he? He gets paid to spread information. Yeah. Now he starts spreading more information. Well, he sold out. Yeah. I prefer the information you used to spread. Not this bullshit.
Yeah, don't spread
I'm not
it
here
this
for this shit.
Don't spread it this frequently. Yeah.
Do you know? See, I used to like it when you used to say "Here we go," but now you do "Here we go." It's just slightly different. It's, for me, it's just not. It's just not palatable. I just don't like what he's done. He's sold himself out. Fucking fair play to him. Like, he's probably setting himself up for life based on him having information. So, you know, I'm jealous as fuck.
You know, here's my problem.
But by the same token, I'm really happy for him.
Sure.
I've actually got him on the podcast, so I'll retract what I just said.
Well done.
At the end of the year. He's a lovely guy.
He's a nice guy. He did seem nice, didn't he, when we did a few bits? Here's my problem with those guys.
He was fantastic.
Is that your life, your sort of what you put out into the world is gossip. So it's kind of like, no one knew this, and I'm letting you know this, and I'm not. I don't know, the guy who's in the know. I don't think I'm not sure how nice an existence that is. I'm sure I'm overthinking it. But do you know what I mean? It's just like your life is gossip.
Everybody wants that. But everyone wants information about their club, don't they? They want it. So, and he's got it. He's got the goodies. He's like a drug dealer.
Yeah, he's got the transfer gravy, isn't he?
But there's nothing. It's got the crack. There's nothing. Football fans, especially young ones, are like meth heads, right? And he's got all the good meth. That's what this is.
Yeah, they're like, the best
anything.
Meth,
give me something. Give me something about my football club. Give me something about my football. I want to know about the new striker. Tell me about the new striker. And he goes, well, let me tell you something. Total agreement. Harry Kane is staying at Tottenham and signing a new contract. Oh, fuck yeah. That's what it is. That's what it's like. And the older you get, the more immune you get to the drugs, right? To the transfer story. So you get to my age. Well, yeah, you get to my age. I only get high off a confirmed story on the official webpage of the main site. Rumours don't do it for me anymore. I used to get jacked up a lot when I was a kid. Jacked up a lot. But I've got all my veins are broken down now, and I just all I can do is mainline into my eyeball, which is the Tottenham Hotspur official website.
Bale just about gave you the hit you needed, didn't it?
Bale was like a semi before the act. I couldn't get it up. It was just, come on, mate. Look how beautiful this woman is. Look how beautiful she is. Do you know what, Jim? She's on the bed. She's got beautiful negligee all along. She's done her hair. She smells amazing. Makeup amazing. And I'm standing there with a little pot belly and naked. Left my socks on. I've left my socks on, and I've just got half a.
That is a decision, isn't it? In sex, that is a call. Am I leaving these on? No, even if it's internal. Internal. Sometimes you go, do I need to take these off? Or sometimes it's just you yourself. Am I leaving these on? Maybe for grip sometimes. Sorry, carry on.
It gets to a point sometimes in a relationship where you're like, oh, do I have to take my socks off? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of them. The magic's gone. Socks stay on. If they're white sports socks, I think they can stay on. They're like Donny tennis socks. They can.
Slazenger. Anyway, sorry, you've got a pot belly and a semi-flaccid member, and you're looking at a beautiful woman. Carry on.
Yeah, I can't. That was Gareth Bale. Essentially, the beautiful woman was Gareth Bale on the bed, and I was just standing there, pathetic, just nursing the semi, just going, "Come on, mate, just look. I mean, this is going to be good. You're going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. Come on."
What is the problem?
Then you know. But you know, and the problem is even if you get it up halfway through, you're going to lose it again. So, and that has been Gareth Bale's season at Spurs.
Okay, that's enough football chat. That's enough.
Jim.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about Ten Hag though. If he is the one, I'm just because he used to be like what's his face, Pep Guardiola's number 2 at Bayern.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I've done my research.
Oh, you've looked
and if it'd be basically out of Spurs and Arsenal, who has the best number 2, and obviously if Arteta lasts that long, what's his trajectory, Jim? Just a bit more football chat.
Wow, you're right. Why is my nose red? Isn't that weird? My nose is red. I don't understand why. Funny. Anyway, go on. Maybe I'm getting a cold.
Don't look red to me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it does look a bit red. You're all right. You've been okay, Jim.
I was out all day yesterday, so maybe.
On the nose bag? Is that what it was?
No, I was out.
You did say you're feeling
in the rain. In the rain.
Oh, maybe you got a cold.
No, I'm feeling fragile because I had a curry last night.
Right.
It's a bit carnage this morning.
I had curry last night. Did you have a takeaway? Did you make it?
Yeah, it was a treat, wasn't it? It was a treat.
Oh, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Well remembered, Jim. Louis, in the chat.
Yeah, I sent Jim a lovely birthday message about 4:30 yesterday afternoon saying, "Happy birthday, Jim. Hope you have a good one," which is not something as soon as I sent it, I said, it's 4:30. He's either had a good one or a bad one. And, and the reason why I remembered is because Louis created that birthday thing. Just that, I mean, it's not personal, Jim. I forget everybody's birthday.
No, it's fine. And actually, I'm okay with people not remembering it.
You don't really like a big fuss, do you?
Yeah, but do you know what did sting a bit? Lawrence McKenna, who I consider a good friend, right? He doesn't tweet about me. Absolutely fine. Totally understand. He's getting on with his life. Why would he remember my birthday? It's cool. But then he goes and posts on his Instagram, "Happy birthday to Michael Timms." Who I like Timsy. But you can't do Timsy and not me. That's bollocks.
Yeah, that is a fucking outrage.
Yeah. Kicking the teeth.
Have you joke. Is this... No, I'm going to call him up.
Have we started beef?
Pretty busy, really.
Please don't call him up.
Well, just fucking Loz, what...
Let him know. I'm just going to let him sink within that. He might have... Do you know what stings as well? I saw that and I went, that's a kick in the teeth. He hasn't replied.
Still doesn't know.
Well, maybe he does. He's just not bothered, is he? Clearly.
Yeah, how long? What's happening? What's going to happen with Arteta? Like, is he going to... How long? What's happening there? He wins the Europa League, then you've got to keep him for another year. And it'll be bizarre because lose a couple of games, having won them the FA Cup and the Europa League, and then within 10 games, Arsenal fans will still be calling for his head.
Well, he's got a whole wave of... I think Villarreal will go through.
Are they good?
Yeah, they've got a really nice, well-balanced team. They were good. They should have beaten Barcelona last week. They're good.
Really? Oh, good.
So, people saying Loz replied to a tweet. Oh shit. Okay, we'll leave it then. Well, I was going to say, yeah, I think they go out of the Europa League, and so with that, you can see that there's obviously the what now for blah blah blah. I guess
they're playing tonight.
It's a weird time for them. Yeah, they're playing tonight. That's why the Europa League show that I did is out today, Flav.
Oh, well done.
Play on Thursdays.
Oh, it's Unai Emery.
Yeah. Because that's it. Like, it's going to be chaos when if he like does a job in them. They've also got Francis Coquelin in their team as well.
They're seventh.
They've got your boy Capoue as well.
They're seventh in the league.
Oh, that's why my nose is red. I've got a snotty nose. I remember that now. I've been blowing my nose all morning. It makes sense.
You've got a cold. You mean you've got a cold?
Yeah, I've got a cold. Yeah, sorry.
Villarreal are not good. They're seventh.
They're good, mate. They're a good team. They've got
in the Farmers League.
It's not Farmers League. This is La Liga, mate. Look. We'll talk about this next week. I bet they win tonight. We'll see. But anyway, I think if. Well, the problem is as well. What's going to happen in the summer? What's going on with the Spotify dude? Like, who's going to be owning the club? Like that. I think that's obviously that feels like it's going to be a long-winded thing if they've got the stomach for it. You know, in terms of them saying they want to buy it. But Kroenke said that we will not listen to any bids on this. Arsenal are ninth. Luke Ball, great point. Arsenal are ninth.
Yeah, I know. I understand that from someone. I don't know, Luke. If you support Spurs, you'll understand. And where I'm coming from is that Arsenal could be 22nd in League One if they're in a final or a semi-final of a Europa League. I still think they're going to win.
Right. Okay.
Conditioned.
Oh yeah, you got Jan Foyth as well.
That doesn't film his pants.
Yeah, he had a stinker on there last weekend.
Did he?
Right, that is enough. I'm calling football chat to an end. That will do. That's way too much.
Right. Okay, let's do Big Laugh Lord.
Yeah. So, for those of you who new slugs who got brought in by the Ronaldo title, stick around because there's some niche jokes here, but you might enjoy them. Kicking off with, and we've got our cult, we've got a bit of BDA, we've got some poking it up, which is really good as well. Someone's got, and we've got a mix of like advice, Flames advice, but we're bloking up. Someone's got himself into a right muddle. Anyway.
Can I just if you are still with us after all that football chat, if you are still with us, the rest of the show is about you. It's about the comments that people make, right? This is your show effectively. So don't fucking go off. So I've had my football chat now. I'm going to swan off elsewhere. That's not the way this works. You're here for the long run. So
yeah, get comfortable.
All right. You wait to the cult chat. We're building a cult, and you could be part of it.
And you
don't worry about what happens.
Yeah. Don't worry about what happens. We're building a cult, and you could be. So stick around. Right, Jim Big Laugh Award.
Hang on, we need to address that. What you've just said, Jim. It wasn't. It's all. Everyone signs forms.
Actually, it's not.
Everyone knows
legally.
No.
Right, let's stop saying that word. Don't use that word again, because. I mean, we struggle to get monetized as it is.
I haven't used it once.
I know. I'll stop using it then. Sorry. In a moment.
Might have to bleep that bit.
All right, I'll beep it.
Can they?
Yeah, probably can. Right.
I'm not sure.
Stop saying it. So it's more beeps for me. It's more work. Right, Jim Big Laugh Award. I read the comments every single week. If I read out your comment and I laugh out loud, I put it at the top, and you are a nominee for Jim's Big Laugh Award. I really struggle to say Jim's Big Laugh Award because at uni there was 3 Jims. So I was Little Jim and there was a Big Jim. So I just want to say Big Jim every time. It's really annoying. Anyway, let's see which one wins. I've got 4 nominees this week. Unbelievable.
Hold on.
Actually, 3 nominees.
Get me old iced tea ready for this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there's a lot of reading now from me. Okay. Got some great nicknames as well. Nicknames are really kicking into gear now. Right, here we go. Nominee number 1, Harry Wallace. Oh yeah, this is great. I was sitting watching this on the living room TV. When my dad came in and sat down, it was during football chat, so things hadn't got too weird yet. I was nervous. Weird. Would he approve? We sat in silence for a few minutes as I kept watching, and so did he. He even chuckled at one point. Come on. Result, I thought. A few more minutes go by. Amazing. My dad might like Jafford. It was at this moment that he turned to me with a look of absolute disgust and contempt, pointed to James and said, he's a prick. Less of that, Dad. Less of that. No, come on. So, Harry's Mr. Wallace, if you're watching, I'm sorry I came across like a prick. And you're bad.
I get it. I get it. I do get it.
Yeah.
I get where he's coming from.
Yeah. I am a smug bellend, for sure.
Who is that specky bellend giving his opinion?
Terrible presenter, get a new one. Simple, effective.
Was that one of them? I don't remember.
Yeah, that was on the same episode. A young James Allcott. Terrible presenter, get a new one. Simple, effective request.
Just get a new. Oh, mate, love it.
Second nominee. I love this. This is so good.
Look, you're only a week into your job. You wanted to be a presenter. That must have been quite not the best thing to do.
Yeah, thickens the skin, sure. Well, hey, look, I'm hanging in there. Second one. I love this. I love how this ends. This is so funny. So last week on the podcast we spoke about TalkSport, and you don't like Jim White, Flav.
No, he's cretin.
Yeah, and so we're talking about Robbie and Ray Parlour thing. Go check that out because we talked about that for a while. Liam Carter said this: Jim White was having a go at Gerrard today for not winning the Scottish Cup or whatever it is. Or whatever it is. So this is someone who's got as long as he wants, right? As long as he wants to stop what he's doing, go and find out what the cup was, and come back and just finish off the comment properly. He couldn't be asked.
I like it.
Whilst outraged at the same time. Jim White was having to go at Gerrard today for not winning a Scottish Cup or whatever it is.
That's fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah.
And the third one, the post-coital messages. We've got a few in there, but it's not a bit anymore. But Jack Ward said post-coital. So this is a comment that you could make after sex. You know, if you imagine any film when they both you and your partner head go back on the pillow. What do you say? Jack Ward said, "See, wasn't that hard, was it?"
I think because that's pretty much the end of that segment, and we'll never revisit it.
Yeah.
The winner was That'll Do Pig. That'll do.
I know you love that, don't you?
Imagine just making love to this girl or your beloved or wherever it might be, and just finishing. That'll do, Pig.
You pray. You got to pray she's seen that film.
That'll do.
No derby games this week because I forgot to do it. Put the picture out on Twitter yesterday, so sorry about that. Quotes of the pod. By the way, our patrons, it's amazing. We've got the Moisties. We're up to 283 now. So if you do want to become a patron, we had a good mailbag again this week. We do a mailbag every week, and we're going to do a mailbag throughout the summer as well. So if you want to join the Slug Revolution officially, then get involved. Links in the description. Quotes of the pod from last week. Go back and watch it if you haven't yet. Robbie Holmes, quote of the pod.
If we get to 300 patrons, we'll do the mailbag, which is a podcast behind it, which isn't really about football. Nor is this. With no trousers or pants on. Tops, definitely. But we'll sit there with no trousers and pants on. You won't see anything.
Yeah.
We won't see any dick. You have to take our word for the fact that we are sitting there just with no pants and no trousers on.
Are you wearing pants? You wearing pants and trousers now?
Yeah, because we've got 300. Of course, I'm wearing pants and trousers now. What?
Yeah. I'm fully clothed.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, but look, we will 300. It's all trousers and pants will be off. We'll leave the socks on, and just a flaccid penis to accompany us through an hour's worth of great entertainment.
James failing at his job there, says Catherine. There's been a change to Catherine in the last few weeks. She's not holding back. She's very comfortable, which I like.
Yeah, but I don't know why she's turning on us.
Well, that's my job, isn't it, to do that, to be fair. Right, quotes of the pod. Robbie Holmes. Jim, right, football chat's over. Flav whispers excitedly, yes. Yes. Harvey Finch. Quote of the pod. I went for a fucking pint. It was freezing and uncomfortable, but that's just besides the point. What I loved is that got 47 likes. And so when you see comments that you like, by the way, make sure, and you find funny, make sure you like them so that we can read them out next week because it makes my life easier. That is so true. Like, we're all like, oh, it's so great to be out, but I'm freezing my nuts off here.
We're supposed to be going to a pub garden tomorrow, but it's so cold this week, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go.
I feel like it's a bit like, you know, that initial energy that everyone had for Zoom calls, and then they were just like, well, I'm not enjoying it. I know I get it, but I don't enjoy it, so I'm not going to do it anymore. It's like that.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. So, you know, when you, like, at the beginning, did you and your mates have, like, Zoom calls? Like
Zoom quizzes and parties and all that. Ugh. Horrible.
Nah, because you need to fully have a properly good relationship and good night out. You need beer and gear, didn't you?
I mean, not officially. It's not legal requirement. But yeah, I mean, you seem to enjoy it.
Speaking of which, live show.
Is it booked in?
27th. Yeah, let's just call it. Yeah, the 27th of June.
27th of June.
27th of June. Who's got the bag?
Flav.
Yeah. Huh? That's the song, mate. I'm just singing a song.
Yeah, I know.
At the Vauxhall Comedy Club. Is it Comedy Club?
Get the address right.
Yeah, Vauxhall Comedy. Just Google it. Okay. It's Vauxhall Comedy Club. It's on the Sunday, 27th of June. Tickets cost nothing. They're free. You just got to turn up. We'll have to have some sort of ticketing system.
Just to be clear, please don't bring drugs. Just to be clear, please. I'm saying that. Please don't.
Yeah, we don't.
It's
obviously
a joke.
not.
It's a joke. It's
a joke.
Oh, forget it.
I mean, do what you want. It's your own, it's up to you, but just don't give any to us. Is that right? Is that fair? We cleared up. Yeah, I think it might be about three or four. Good plug that.
3 or 4.
Between 3 and 4, an hour of us just and then we can watch football. How about that?
All right.
Then we watch the Euros together.
It'll be glorious. So yeah, what we're gonna have to do actually is we're gonna have to find a way to figure out who truly could
tickets or something.
But who could truly make the day, is in the country, blah blah blah. Because we need to know what kind of numbers we would be expecting. What? Right, let's go.
Yeah.
Luke Bromwich.
Remember not to talk.
Go on, what you say?
Just remember not to talk to us directly.
Yeah, unless you got a drink. Luke Bromwich, quote the pod. You don't need your missus. Bring her along. Actually, you'll have to share her, but bring her along.
What's that? I don't know what it's about.
More on the coal in a minute. Tyler Norton, quote the pod. I don't mind if the tops are off. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Flav. And Peter G. James asks Flav to move slightly to the right. Flav, fucking hell, your talent shouldn't have to do this shit. James has by the way, James has successfully built a YouTube channel with over 100k subs. Flav can barely manage to get through a podcast without camera breaking or answering a phone call. And those were your quotes on the pod. Comments of the week. First of all, it wasn't about likes, but I just thought this was lovely, so thank you. This podcast is a big part of my life. Thank you guys for all the hard work you put in. It's not hard work, but we're delighted it's a big part of your life.
It's even less hard work for me than it is Jim.
Yeah. Yes. Ants84. Flav should break away and form his own super pod and leave the legacy slugs behind in the dust. 104 likes on that. Would you, if we were to create a super pod, who would you have on it?
6 people.
Oh. And who are they? Put yourself in a. He's gone down a cul-de-sac there. Good luck.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Think of 6 people. Go on.
I don't know.
He doesn't know. 6 people. But who? So I'll save it. But who? Let us know in the comments below.
Ricky T.
Who would be in your
Ricky T?
Who would be in your super pod?
Some others.
And this last one, this has got 72 likes. This Jack. This has got 72 likes. This comment of the week. I don't need to talk about it, but I just thought it's quite funny. Still wondering how Alan Brazil. I'm still wondering how Alan Brazil hasn't simply exploded yet. The man just looks so full.
I honestly, I haven't. It's so right. You don't. There isn't a more unhealthy looking man than Alan Brazil.
I am concerned for him. Okay.
But he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
Yeah. Right.
He knows
another brief bit of football chat.
He's so red. He's so
red. He does. He looks just so full, as Jack says.
It's just unbelievable. I've literally Googled pictures of him now, and he's so, like he says, full and red.
It's just like and you go. God bless him. It's harsh, but it's funny. Robbie Holmes, Alan Brazil is pure cholesterol. Poor guy. I mean, it's his own doing, isn't it? Anyway, forget it. Right, Aunt Bessie's. The Bessies are doing very well. Is there
I just want to read you a comment. Is this a more Alan Brazil comment? You can't say a thing now. It's driving me mad. TalkSport legend Brazil admits he has to be so careful in this current woke climate, but vows to keep his punters smiling on his legendary breakfast show.
Punters. Oh my word.
You can't say anything these days. It's driving me mad. Mate, if you start thinking like that, maybe you should stop talking. Stop talking. You know what's wonderful? I don't know if you've seen it at TalkSport, but they're slowly edging out the old guard, aren't they? They're just sort of saying, look, we're moving on from you. You could say something mental at any minute. Let's get Laura Woods in there. She's safe pair of hands. I'm very good at her job.
I mean, look, just to be clear, TalkSport, me and Flav, we're here, we're ready. You know, we can.
You'll have no issues with us.
Yeah. There'll be no problem. Imagine if they got this far. I don't think they're certainly not going to just show after what we've said today. Anyway, right, can we talk about Aunt Bessie's, please?
Yes, come on.
Because for those of you who don't know, something very special happened last week. First of all,
66.
The Bessies won. Second of all, 66 scored.
Of course he did.
Of course he bloody did.
The fifth, to be fair.
So we can show you it now. So we're going to be quiet. We showed this on the mailbag, but we'll be quiet. Just listen out to behind the camera, and to how desperate they, like we all did, wanted our boy 66.
Oh, please. I've zoomed in.
Come on, boy. Yeah! So good. 66. Just listen to that again. Listen to them. They wanted. Oh, hang on, wait. Here it comes.
Tim's on.
Tim's on.
Oh, please. I've zoomed in.
Yeah! Through his legs. Get in there. Come on, the Messi.
I love that. Yeah, that is fantastic. Fist bump for the ref.
Fist bumps all around. Tim, go on, Tim.
Give the ref a fist bump.
Yeah.
The ref came up to him.
Tim.
What? What's going on
Real
there? That's mental.
Respect him. I love that 66's celebration is just a slowly walk back.
Yeah.
No celebration at all. It's just a...
That's what the best goal scorers do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. The ref walked to him to give him a fist bump.
Maybe he listens to the pod and knows how important he is.
Yeah. He's clearly integral. So integral. We want to visually get behind 66. And so we have done. Flav, you did it first. You set the tone. It's a great idea. As you can see, Flav's header is our boy.
Yep.
Tim, aka 66. Why have I got so many notifications? That's concerning. And I've done the same.
Yep. So you want to spread it.
So spread it. It's quiet. It's quiet. It's unassuming, but it's
If you're a
stunning
slug,
as well. A bit like
get it done.
66. Get it done, yeah.
I'm very curious about why you've got so many notifications. I just want you to click on them, Jim, right now.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, it's
How is it out?
It's ESPN. It's ESPN. Come on, the lads. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're okay.
So successful, Jim.
God,
so successful.
What? How am I supposed to read through all these? Oh, how am I going to read? How am I going to read through all these
Very
notifications? Oh no, it's so tough for me. Oh no.
Do you know? I had a dream. I had a dream that I was looking at this table. It's just come back to me. I think it was last night.
Oh, Catherine's done it, by the way.
Bessie's...
That's great. Well done, Catherine. Sorry, go on. Finish your story, bud.
I had a dream. It's nothing other than the fact that I had a dream that Aunt Bessie's were top of the league. I was looking at the league table. I was going, that's good.
Yeah, Catherine's done it. There
she's done. Well done, Catherine.
That's great. That's great. Great work, Catherine. Everyone give Catherine a follow. There you go. At Catherine Jane.
Do I follow Catherine?
I don't know. You must. So if we look at the table, there doesn't seem to be any fixtures up as of yet. But if we go to the table, Bessie's still in fourth, sort of ready to pounce.
Catching them,
yeah. Murder on Zidane's floor, looking strong with an 8-0 victory over JD and Coke. But I think we all know how bad they are now. Internazionale bounced back with a 4-0 victory against the Wire. I'm not sure how many games are left, but all we can do is get behind the boys and hope that they win.
Just win your games. Just win your games.
Exactly.
Do us proud.
Yeah, I'd like second place, minimum, to be honest.
Inter lost. They're on the ropes. Maybe they're not as good as they think they are.
Yeah. Well, they've still got, and we know that the Bessie's got to play them twice. I don't know who they've got next. But I'm buzzing.
Bessie's got to play them twice. What are the difference between them? 12 points? No, 10 points separate them. They could be 4 after that. 4.
If
That's
somehow
4 games.
If somehow it gets to like the last game and they're playing Internazionale, and they've got a chance to win it, we're going. I'm going.
We'll go up.
I'm going. Yeah.
We're going up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Right.
I mean. We'd have to do something afterwards. There needs to be something else.
No, we'll go, watch, nod, leave. That's it. Right.
But none of them can talk to us unless they've got a drink.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be difficult because I've got to drive. Bloking it up a bit. How long have you got, Flav, by the way?
Drive? I don't get to fucking drive. We get on a train. And drive.
How long you got?
10, 15 maybe.
Okay, right. We'll save some of these best bits for next week. It's so... Are you guys going to understand? Flav is so successful now that he's got things he's got to do, all right?
So busy.
Oh.
And it's hard being successful. You lot think it's mad. So hard being
dear. Right. So let me read the thing that I... for this bit, because it's just so good. Actually, I can do bloke it up a bit. There's only 3 bits here. Bloke it up a bit. So that for those of you who don't know, depending on where you are geographically, what you will do when you're a little bit out of your depth as a metrosexual male is you will bloke it up a bit in certain scenarios. And that's called bloking it up a bit. That's the bit we've got here. We want people to kind of get it off their chest when they've had to bloke it up a bit. And you guys have answered the call. Some good ones this week. Jay Cartwright, bloking up a bit. I never ever swear in front of my parents unless it's me and my dad at the football. We were at a game and I found myself calling the ref a useless fucking weapon. Never seen the man look prouder in my life. Big bonding moment. Lovely. Matthew Dawson, all right lads, just checking in. The bit bloking it up reminded me of when my car failed its last MOT. Now MOTs are an absolute hotbed for bloking it up because a lot of men don't get cars apart from the colour. That's where my knowledge goes up to. So when you go get your MOT, don't start tonight, just bloke it up a bit. Oh, and yeah. You do all that. So anyway, my car failed its last MOT because of a cracked spring. Once the new spring was installed and I went to pick my car up, instead of just paying the garage for their service and taking my keys, which is what for anyone talking, and like, guys, obviously I'm the perfect example of this. Just take your keys and get out of there, all right? He didn't do this. He said, I insisted on inspecting the damaged spring myself and making a comment that, you know what it is, mate? All these bloody speed bumps everywhere. I bet you get loads of these. The garage owner just stared at me, lost, and replied, yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Nightmare. Yeah. I know nothing about cars, but felt I had to say something to assert my dominance as one of the lads. I think I failed. I think you've learned there, Matthew. Now, this is
because as he was walking towards it, he'd be going, "What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?"
Well, I've got to say something. Well, no, you don't. No, you don't. Who said?
Did he look into? He looked
Who
into
said
the
that?
wheel.
You're in a monologue. Why have you said that to yourself when you're in a monologue? Well, I've got to say something. Right, this is amazing, Flav. I want to get your thoughts on this. Let us know as well in the comments on this. I want to hear. This is a new Flames advice that I love. It's a different spin on it. Chris Kirtley. So I'm a fresher at uni, but I live in the most stereotypical Southern English village there has ever been. Big Tory energy, and it has given me a weird mix of a posh boy / 60-year-old farmer accent. Okay? Week 1 of uni, I started playing football with this group of boys. Naturally, I bloked it up a bit. Dropped the T's on my words, started using their slang, and generally adopted an accent akin to Dick Van Dyke in the Mary Poppins films. I think the fact that you're using that as a reference is hilarious. The trouble is, more recently, we've started hanging out more off the football pitch, and I've kept the accent going. So now it's a constant struggle to maintain the facade of a faux South Londoner all the time. The thing is, the thing I live in fear of is the prospect of that group of mates crossing over with another friend I have. Then I'll have to decide how I speak. Incidentally, the other week, one of them...
quite a bad conundrum.
Oh, sorry. Incidentally, the other week, one of them said seagulls have webbed feet. So I said, so you watch the Jaffa podcast? And he looked at me like a slug, but not the good kind. He said, no, I saw a meme on Instagram. The conversation ended immediately. What's he going to do?
I don't know. There's nothing. You can't. You're entering a situation where there's no good. Nothing good comes out of this.
This is really tricky, isn't it?
I mean, I would slowly
early in uni as well. Early in uni, it's tough.
Slowly phase out the football lads. Slowly phase them out.
All right, not the accent. Just phase out the friendship with those people that you're just trying to build.
But hang on, you wouldn't be able to. How would you phase out the accent?
I think we need. This is one for the comments, Chris. Keep the accent up for another week. We'll see if we can solve this. The one thing that I went to was maybe attack is your best form of defense here, and maybe you Lance Armstrong this a bit, and you start talking posh, and they'll go, "Why are you talking like that?" And you go, "What do you mean? Why do I talk like that?" And they go, "Well, you talked you're a bit more cockney. You're really posh now." And you'll be like, "I've always been like this. What's wrong with you?" Something like that. Maybe.
No, because the minute you leave, they're all going to go, fucking that guy's strange. What's going on?
I'm sure he was, I'm sure he sounded like a Londoner 2 days ago. Really tricky, Chris. Let us know, how do we help Chris?
The problem, if it's just football, if you're just playing football with them, everybody, I mean, if you do it, Jim, when you're playing, you kind of bloke up a bit. You drift into sort of cockney. So that's kind of an accepted thing. That people change the way they talk when they're playing football.
As someone who does drift.
If you've met them outside socially, has he met them?
Yeah, that's the problem. And he's kept the accent.
Shit, yeah, no.
You're fucked, isn't he? Yeah, that's the problem. Because where I'm from, I'm from outside of... I'm from Surrey, which is outside of London. So you play football with people in London, support a London team, but then you live just on the outskirts of it. And then there are some people that live in where I live who used to live in London, like my dad used to live in London. So you do drift. I just kind of do it and get on with it, I guess. I don't know. Mate, you're in trouble.
Yeah, but it's fine when you play football. People accept it. But you don't, when you stop the next day when I saw you at work or after he stopped playing, you return to being James,
Yeah.
the normal James, not football James.
Morning.
Now he's just. Hello, hello, everybody.
What a tip-top day it is out there. The weather, the sun's beaming. See the football though. Yeah, you're in trouble, Chris. But we'll figure this out. Samisms. Now, last week we showed you a Samism.
What is a Sabbatism?
A Samism is something that Sam himself has done some digging on and has figured out it's an actual thing. So it's called a metaphor, which is is when you mix up two phrases, basically. And he did that last week. Check out last week's podcast where he was talking about Pogba serving up revenge on a cold plate. It's just great. It's honestly my favourite thing in life is a Samism. And so I want to hear more. I really do. So this is more of a setup. We've got one Samism. So well done, Sean Ford, for getting this going. But I'm really excited. Whenever you see them and hear them, please put them in the comments. It's my favourite thing. It's my favourite thing.
Revenge is best served on a cold plate.
Yeah, I might do it. But is the juice worth the coins? He said once.
What was the one when he asked himself a question?
I don't know. I need to look into it. There's one that, if I can find it, we'll show you.
Right at the end of the show.
Yeah, there was a News at 10. I don't know if someone can find this. There was a News at 10, which was a series we did on Bull Street, and it was on a Friday. And he said something at the end, and I was doing it with him. I just went. And one more example of it is that when I was at uni, we stayed at a friend's in Birmingham, and there was this girl who had to be up for an exam. So she kind of said to us, can you try and be a bit quiet when you come back from the club that we were going to? And anyway, in the morning, we sort of saw her after she'd come back from, I think it might have been her exam. And we were like, how was it? Were we too loud? Did you sleep okay? And she was like, that's fine. I was out like a log. And we went, out like a log, like that sounds horrible, but she'd got mixed up between I was out like a light and slept like a log. Yeah,
slept like a log.
So here is one. Sean Ford, a Samism of sorts. A tow truck driver commiserated a friend and I after a car accident by saying, "Man, you really got the short end of the shaft." You really got the short end of the shaft there, mate. Yeah, he's a stinker there. Very good. Don't piss on my thunder is another one. I think you get the gist. Get your Samisms in and let's laugh at them next week. I think we're going to struggle for school rules and school nicknames, so let's do that next week. But one thing I did want to show you very briefly on the back of last week was this, which is George Baldwin. We sort of went after his girlfriend. Oh, no, sorry. This is the romantic gesture.
Not his girlfriend. It's his friend.
No. So this is the romantic gestures. There was a guy who got a girl a back roller. Do you remember? And it was a really thoughtful thing, but they stayed friends. And you wanted a picture of the girl with a spoon. This is that girl.
Because I thought it. What does it say? Hi, Jim. It's Rob from the back roller romantic-ish gesture from the pod. Since Flav said he detected a hint of bullshit, I showed the clip to her, and here's a spoon pic. What I want to know now, love, not love, that's dismissive and quite sexist, isn't it? What I want to know now is dating the guy.
Yeah, why aren't you dating this guy?
I know you're mates.
Yeah.
Thoughtful he is. Look what he do for you. They think, there's this misconception sometimes. Women, they only want a bad boy, all that kind of stuff. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. He's definitely not going to show this because he's so awkward for him. Give him a chance.
Yeah, give him a chance.
This will work. He could be the one. Give him a chance.
Yeah. Do you know what I'll say is here? Let's just explore this, okay? Now, you're friends. You get on great, okay? So either you don't fancy... definitely not showing this if it goes this way. Either you don't fancy Robin, or Robin doesn't fancy you. Who is it?
It's Robin the girl.
Robin's the girl.
Robin the girl. It will always be the girl that doesn't fancy the boy. That's just the way these things work.
Well, if that is the case, Robin, if you could just make that clear within a comment, that'd be great.
Why?
Feel free to go into detail.
Why? When have you ever seen a girl friend zoned ever?
Yeah.
Always boys that get friend zoned because it's always no chance.
Well, so that's the one thing. And second, if it's I think he's good looking and he thinks she's good looking, then what are you waiting for? Crack
What are you
on.
waiting for? What are you waiting for? Exactly. Stop wasting your life.
Yeah, you're gonna get one shot.
Stop. Just fucking grab life by the balls.
Well done.
Ask her out. Ask her out.
Let's see. Get the gravy.
Just go get the gravy. Go get the gravy. I think we could have 2 weddings, Jim.
It's on.
We could have Sonny's wedding with the woman who likes football.
Yeah, I asked for an update.
Playing football.
It's on its way. And the one thing that might not work out, we might have Robin and I don't even know the bloke is.
Can't remember his name.
But let us know, Robin, what's going on here? Why are you friend zoning our boy? George Baldwin, we've had a bit of a saga with him the last couple of weeks because he was the guy who did the comment about the pictures in the frame, and then the missus said, "Well, oh no, it wasn't that good." Literally, as he was writing. Last week we went after her.
What did we say? What did we say?
I think we said something along the lines of like, "What's going on here?"
Didn't we? Well, I think we said George should leave her, right?
I think it was. I was saying it. I think we were certainly saying it's an option. George has replied. I just want to get your your thoughts on this. George says this: "Hi lads, checking in. Not going to lie. Clearly, there's been some sort of miscommunication. She's a lovely girl. In fact, the best I've ever met. And my comments haven't done her justice. Maybe I played up her reactions a bit for the pod. And for that, I am truly sorry and willing to take a 1-week ban. Shame on me. Hope you're both all right."
You're sounding like a cuck right now, George.
That is like, I swear, like I'm seeing him at a press conference, like as he's reading out this. There's clearly been some sort of miscommunication.
I'm seeing him in a cave in an orange jumpsuit, kneeling down with his hands tied behind his back, saying, "I'm being treated fairly." They're feeding me. They're keeping me warm.
Yeah. No, I love it here. I love it here.
George, seriously though, if you need help, just send us another message saying that everything's okay, and we will come and get you. We will come and get you, mate.
We need like a code. It's hard.
We need a code so that we know that you're not okay, but we don't want to put you in a situation where your girlfriend's going to find out that you're not okay. So
I don't think she watches this though, does she?
She does. She watches everything. She sees it.
Everywhere.
She's everywhere. She's everywhere. Look, George, if you need help, send us a picture holding 2 spoons, and we will help you out of this
or just a
horrible.
Or maybe a picture, some sort of picture, but just a spoon in the background or something. Just get it to us. Get it on Instagram or whatever you need. Just get it to us. Okay?
Yeah, because she might be going, "Why are you taking a picture of holding 2 spoons? That's really weird. That's really weird." And then you're like, if you put it in the background, just let us spoon somewhere in the picture so that she doesn't see. We'll come and get you and get you out of that situation. You're not alone, George. You're not alone.
It's just Catherine. Catherine says, "Oh no, where is it?" Chris Mirror says his missus has defo written that, and Louis says that sounds like he's written it with her looking over his shoulder.
Yes.
Oh dear George.
And look, if we are mistaken and you are genuinely, it's all good, then no harm, no foul, isn't it? No harm, no foul. We'll just walk away. What?
Just a bit of fun, isn't it?
It's just a bit of fun, yeah. Just a bit of fun. If you're genuinely all right, if you're genuinely okay, we'll just walk away.
Yeah. Just like if you're not, don't message us on Twitter or Instagram. If you're fine, just carry on. Don't you? From that, you seem fine, and we won't bring this up again.
Okay, all right. I've got one more request. If you are genuinely fine, take a picture of her holding a spoon. That's the way to prove it. Otherwise, we're coming to get you.
Yeah, we're gonna need
Do you know
her
what I mean?
holding a spoon.
'Cause she can. Yeah, mate. Either you get us a picture of your missus holding a spoon,
I don't even know.
or we're coming and take you out of this.
I don't even know.
We'll take her. We'll take him. What will we do with him once we've taken him? What will we do with him once we've taken him, Jim?
Set him free.
You got a spare bedroom?
Yeah, he can stay with me.
Can I just say?
He can stay
Can't
with
just
me.
set him free. Because if you set him free, you'll have him back in our clutches within
Right.
within 4 hours. Yeah.
So
I'll stay with you, Jim.
Okay. Right, you can stay with me. Do my thumbnails or something. It's a joke. It's a joke because I do my thumbnails. What I just want to finish on.
You can do my thumbnails.
What I do want to finish on is I got so many tweets over the weekend on this, and I've literally I've searched the word seagull, and the second thing there is seagull on seagull.
Yeah,
for anyone,
that's mad.
I don't.
Everyone's seen that.
Yeah, please don't send me this anymore. I've seen it. It's glorious. It's unbelievable. Steve Delash on a seagull there. Just tearing it up. That is pretty cool, isn't it?
It's incredible.
No, just can I have a breather? All right, hop on. Unbelievable.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Right, guys. We will do school nicknames and school rules next week. We've got some great ones, but we are... Oh, it's just tough, isn't it, Flav? It's just difficult. So this week is a little bit shorter than normal. We've still done an hour. Christ. Yeah, if you want to get involved with Patreon, then please do. It's amazing. We really appreciate it, and it's good fun. So get involved. And and that is all. Like the video as well, so that we can get this out to more people. We got a lot more views last week, and I think that was because of all the likes that we got. So if you could smash the like button, that'd be great.
Titling's good.
Well, and hopefully got a good one this week as well. All right.
Yeah, well, just AFTV, Robbie, Talksport, Spurs, Man City. There's a lot there.
Yeah. Thanks for shitting on the request for engagement there, Flav. Great.
How many likes did you get?
Well, it was a title. Don't. All right, don't like it then. See you later.
No, I didn't mean that.
No, neither did I. I didn't like it either, to be fair. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Lots of love. Goodbye.
Bye.